So let's take a look at an annual equity review. Here's what I know about homeowners. Every single year, I know that I go out, I look in my home, and I think to myself, I either want to move or remodel. And in this particular opportunity, this is a homeowner who had a little bit of equity growth, and I wanted to show them the opportunity of doing either one, either remodeling or moving. Okay? So I included a remodel or move CD, which I got from Loan Toolbox Platinum Plus. I included it in the package, and I'm going to go ahead and show them their options in this cover letter. Based on the recent equity growth that you've had, which is $145,000 in equity growth, did you realize that you could use that equity to either remodel your home like we discussed or move? And you try to position it where their payments are going to fluctuate at a minimum. That way there's a reality, a feasibility for them to do it. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and show them that equity report, which is a home valuation model. And then I'm going to show them a total cost analysis showing them, here's your current situation. Here's a situation if you take $100,000 cash out to remodel. And here's a situation where if you just sell your home and you move. And you try to make comparable mortgage payments so that they feel it's feasible. Another annual equity review. What if I find out that somebody has very, very minimal assets and has a lot of money in their home? Okay? House rich, cash poor. Okay? This is your strategic equity written all over it. First of all, in my package, I'll put the Dispelling Home Equity Myths, which is the Doug Andrews interview from Loan Toolbox. And I'll include that again as a supplemental, inspirational interview for them to listen to. I'll put in the letter. Now, this particular case, here's what I know about this client. I know that this client has a 12-year-old daughter, which means in 6 years, she's going to be going to college. Now, when we talk about strategic equity, I like to attach it to something real in their life, not just retirement, something that is, 30 years away. And if I can talk about maybe helping this person put their daughter through college, that's something that they can relate to and might have a passion, an urgency, a drive to want to do. So in my letter, I talk about with a little bit of equity repositioning, in the next 5 years, I can help you build an extra $60,000 in college tuition, which for the most part, that'll take care of 5 years in a state school and maybe 3 years in a private school. So I will show the equity repositioning report with just that. I'll reposition the equity with the cash out and put it into an arbitraged asset accumulation fund. And when you put in the intervals for the mortgage coach, there's 1, 5, 30, 10, 20, etc. I put in 6 because 6 is the interval, which is very, very appropriate for when they go to college. Okay? And the last scenario I'm going to go over is insufficient equity. You find a borrower that has built a little bit of equity, but it's still not that overwhelming as far as what they can do with it. There's not a lot for them to work with. And with appreciation and investments, in this particular case, I might show them the opportunity of using a little bit of money to put a down payment on an investment property, because with the increased asset, there's going to be bigger appreciation. Okay? So I talk about investment property opportunities, and I'll include perhaps an investment property portfolio that I have with investors that I have. I actually have a developer that I work with out in Florida and Arizona, and I showed them this package, and he said, great, I'm going to send you all my portfolios, and then I'm also going to have you do the loans. These are great, unique selling propositions. When you show these to your clients, to your business partners, they're going to want to leverage this channel, this conduit for marketing as well. So I'll go ahead and include their advertising in there. And then I will go ahead and show an equity repositioning analysis, showing if you take the cash out and you put it into the property with a total cost analysis, showing them what the payments would be on that actual mortgage. Now, what I do when I do an investment property is I will take, if it's a $300,000 investment property, I will put that into the asset accumulation section, because you're basically buying that asset. And I'll put, for a percentage rate, whatever the appreciation rate is. Okay, that way, on the bottom, when you look at the total real estate and investment value, you can see the total appreciation of both your existing property and the new property that you bought together. So I've used one report to do both of those things.